welcome to another video. This video is going to be so personal, you guys. I really want to get to know you guys one-on-one and let you guys get to know me and how I've been going with my fitness journey, because it's nearly year 2 and this year is going to be like full on because I kind of know what I'm doing now. So let me tell you guys like about all my mistakes and all the up and downs that I've like went through since like I started my fitness journey, even before my fitness journey, and where I am today, my goals for today, and how I'm working to achieve my dream body. So if you're new here, hi, don't forget to subscribe. Let's keep connected. Let's, you know, join the family. But I decided today I'm gonna talk you guys through my fitness journey. I've got like notes here, so just know it's about to get serious, like, because it was literally such a roller coaster. Even just getting here and even being where I am today, I feel like I had so many challenges and so many like things that really shaped me to be the girl I am today. And I'm not even saying like, you know, I know what I'm doing or anything, but I've changed in so many ways that I'm happy about. So start, right? Yeah, let's start. But I grew up in sports. I like played AFL from grade 7 all the way through to grade 12. In fact, I even played like after school as well. Yeah, I just did a whole bunch of everything. I was in the touch team. I played Super Sevens as well. And yeah, I was just a really active kid. But AFL was the sport that really just stuck to me. Like the whole time, I literally fell so in love with it. Like, oh, I was that girl. Like, I don't care what anyone says, I was literally that girl. But shit happens, you know. Growing up, I've always had like a really poor relationship with food. I never really had like a problem with my body image per se. Like, even though, you know, you'd have those aunties coming at you talking about slam, so you even eat. Like, never had like a body image problem. Like, I was always small, but I was never like, oh my gosh, I need to like have a fat ass right now. Like, no, that was never me. But I had a really bad diet. Like, I was doing all this sport but not even eating. Does that even make sense? Like, no. Yeah, but it was really bad. I used to like eat depending on my mood. Like, if I was tired, I would eat sleep for dinner. If I was, you know, just not in the mood, I would not be in the mood to eat. Like, and that's not the way to live. Like, you can't just like neglect yourself just because your emotions aren't like 100%. That's not how life works. I was just never the best with my food, you know. We'll go back a little bit to my AFL and why I stopped. Well, I feel like life literally just like hit me. It got so real. I got so depressed, y'all. Like, it was so real. I just didn't want to do anything. Everything just felt draining. Like, AFL just wasn't fun for me anymore. Like, just waking up sometimes just wasn't fun for me. But we woke up anyways, you know. But I feel like, yeah, I just completely like lost it. Like, my passion for it, my drive, all those feelings that I had, the love that I had for AFL, it just all kind of just went out the window. And this was all like after I graduated. I quit AFL. I was just having like no sense of direction at all. I was just in my feelings. I was, you know, involved in things that, you know, who I am today now, I would have never gotten myself involved in. I just felt so lost. I know you guys all felt it, and especially because I graduated in the year of 2020, so that was like COVID year. So we were all like isolating. I'm depressed, I'm isolated. Like, come on, like, how much worse could life get? Like, well, that's what I thought at the time. But you know what, guys, life is not that bad at all. I feel like this is more so like a life journey. Like, COVID happened. I was literally so freaking bad. Like, guys, I was drinking like I'm one of the uncles. Like, that's so bad. Like, Monday to Monday drinking, but it was wine. So which was really bad. Like I really just needed to change. Like I knew I needed to change, but I just never knew how to change. And I think maybe like moving back home was like a #1 big step to, you know, saying, oh my gosh, I really need to change. But TBH, it was still another roller coaster. Yeah, I knew I needed to change, but I actually just didn't know how to start. Like that's the hard part, is knowing like how do I like start from there. Like I know I have a problem, but how do I say, okay, this is the problem, but how am I going to fix it? How am I going to grow and become that person that I want to become? I'm like fast forwarding like a bit because y'all, yeah, fast forward a bit, it's my 21st birthday and I went to Thailand. I had a time, I literally had a staycation. You know how like hard it is to have a staycation when you have like so much anxiety? I had a ball. Like I had so much fun. I ended up seeing like the world and life through a whole different perspective. Like there was so much out there for me to see. There was so much more to life than like what I had known, what I had been introduced to, what I had grown up to. There was so much more to it, and I literally said, you know what, no, I want more. I want to be able to, you know, experience all these things every single day, not just, you know, while I'm overseas. I need to like start looking after myself and doing what I want to do every single day. And I had a sense of hope. Like from then I just knew my purpose is going to be found. Don't stress, just put your faith and trust in God, because there's hope. And then we enter in March 2024. This is when like I was like, you know what, let me just start being a little bit active. So I went for like my first ever walk. I know that's like nothing, but a walk to me was the biggest like step in the world, because you could not get me out of the house to do any physical activity. And I was walking for, I would say like maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, it was 2 weeks. And one of my homegirls at the time, she introduced me to like her gym, which was a little small gym without like, it wasn't like Fitness Cartel or Good Life where there's like thousands of people, hundreds of people, and that would literally make me feel so overwhelmed. No, but she introduced me to that gym, and I don't even think we went to yeah, she introduced me to the gym because we're going to Portugal. It's time for Afro Nation and we need to get a fat ass. Like come on y'all, we need to get that snatched. I was training during that time, but I wasn't even knowing what I was doing. I was literally looking at people's like TikToks and looking at people's Instagrams and being like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna copy this girl's workout and just hope for the best, that things are just gonna magically change and I'm just gonna like magically have the fattest ass in the world. But obviously, come on now, I needed to do a little bit more research before I could like, and I was so delusional, guys. Like I thought that my little 2 months of me going to the gym, that I saw a big difference, but you guys see that there was not much of a difference there. That was not how it worked. I really needed to like research, think about what my goals are, instead of just like saying, yeah, I want a fat ass for Portugal. Like that was not enough, because I kid you not, guys, I was going to the gym like once a week, maybe twice a week. Yeah, once to twice a week for 3 months until Portugal. And oh, we had a time in Portugal, I can't even lie. Yeah, I wasn't really like working out, and my like nutrition was still the exact same as it was before. So what was I actually gaining? I was just working out and starving myself still. Anyways, I came back from Portugal and I'm pretty sure I was still working out, but actually no, I lied. I wasn't like working out consistently. I was kind of just working out, yeah, still here and there, like that little once a week, twice a week, thinking I was killing shit. And I started like fully training, like training as in like when I had like workout splits in August. Yeah, August 2024. That's when I was like, wait, I should actually be training like my legs and my upper body and like splitting things. But that's the first time that I actually started locking in. But guys, how was I like locking in with my working out and I still had really poor eating habits, and then I was doing hardcore cardio at the same time? If you guys are like an OG, you guys would remember my Stairmaster challenge. Like, I was doing the Stairmaster challenge knowing that my goal was to gain weight, and I was doing hella cardio and not even having enough like calories, protein or nutrition to even like, you know, see those like gains in my body. I was literally just like increasing my body fat and just, you know, decreasing. I mean, I really like wanted to have a fat ass. Like, what am I doing all this cardio when that's not my goal? I was doing that for about like 2 months, and then in October I looked at this photo that I took. I'm gonna put it like literally right up here, but I looked so toned. Like, I was literally like, guys, you guys see my six-pack? Like, it was literally that was the first time that I looked at myself and said, no, I need a bulk, and I actually really need to lock in, because like, this is not working. This is not what I wanted for myself. Like, I'm trying to gain weight and I'm just not even. I gave myself like a little mental goal where I would like eat 1 meal minimum per day. I know like that's like 1 meal, like that's the bare minimum, but guys, if you know me, like, I mean 1 meal, like, because I would eat like just some weird ass combos. Don't even ask me for the combos, because it was not girl dinners, it was nasty dinners. So I said I'm gonna eat 1 meal minimum, and that meal is gonna have like my fibers, my proteins, gonna have my carbs, like all of that nutrition in one, because at least I'm having it like once a day instead of like 0 times a day like most of the time. And I started noticing, like, you know, my ass kind of getting a little fat. Like, I'm, you know, I'm seeing a little, you know, a little growth in my body, and guys, that made me feel so good. Like, you know what, I still wasn't meeting my, you know, my protein and my nutrition goals, but I was just feeling so happy, like seeing growth and actually seeing like the potential that I have is about to unlock. I just have to lock in on myself. Like, whew, guys, when I was doing this bulk though, like, I was eating anything and everything. Like, I was eating processed food. Like, oh my god, I was such a sucker for those Whopper meals. I had them like literally every night. It was so bad, but all of that food slowly started to show in my face and in my tummy. Like, I'm still trying to get rid of this tummy right now. Like, it literally showed in places that I didn't even want it to show, and it didn't even grow in my ass. Like, what the hell? Like, I did all of that bulking for me to just look bulky. Oh my gosh, I remember just looking at myself and saying, no, you need to go in like an extreme cut. You need to do something, because this is gross. During all of this time, guys, I'm still being active, but I'm still drinking excessive. Like, come on, Ivana, do you not learn? Went out one night to this games night, and it literally changed my whole life, y'all. I was like, you know what, I don't want to be in this scenery anymore. I don't want to just drink every weekend. I don't want to know where the haps is anymore. Keep the haps to yourself. Like, that moment on, I said, no, there's something that needs to change, and the thing that needs to change is me. I need to change. And you know what, I did it. I ended up doing it a few days after games night. It's Thailand again, but I'm going with my sisters, so just as a trip. And I get to Thailand and I didn't even drink. Like, I think we had like 2 nights where we went out and we got turned, you know. But I was realizing I'm a fun girl. I'm fun when I'm sober. I am literally like, I know how to turn up. Like, I don't need to be drunk. I don't need to be drinking excessively to have a good time. And I think that was just really good for me, because I always thought that going out, I needed to be the drunkest person in the haps at the club to, like, you know, be a fun person. But then I'd be drunk and then it would go up and then skyrocket. Then the whole night would just go like horrible. But yeah, I realized that I can actually be fun like sober. It's just about my surroundings and the environments that I put myself in. I had to like start putting my FOMO aside and saying, you know what, I have to start fearing to miss out if I want to be the baddest bitch out. I actually need to, like, you know, put all that shit to the side. You have to kind of miss out in order to build yourself and to be the person that you want to be. So I started just not getting scared of missing out, and I started just doing things for myself, doing things with myself, you know, taking myself out for dinners, taking myself to the movies, going for hikes by myself. Like, I was on that and really just becoming like one with myself, finding my hobbies and things that I like, because yeah, life was just so like shitty, not knowing what my purpose was. And I said, no, in order for me to find my purpose, I have to go out there and like actually look for it. And I felt like I was finding my purpose through going to the gym and like taking care of my temple, my body, which is your number one priority. If your body isn't happy, then your mind is not going to be happy. So I said no, I'm locking in, and I went on a 75 hard. Like, I did not like drink that whole time. Like I said, I'm not drinking. I made sure I started the 75 hard just in time so that I can drink for my birthday. But yeah, I did 75 hard. It was no drinking at all. My resting days, I had to like be active. So I had to read a chapter of the Bible once a day. Get your faith up, because when you get like, when you start building a relationship with God, like, I feel like life just becomes so much more better knowing that you can pray about it and you can actually like invite someone in to take your problems. Like, that was just such a good feeling. And I had no fast food. Like, when I tell you, I quit Hungry Jack's, I quit Macca's, KFC, GYG, all of that shit. I did not eat that for 3 months straight, and I still haven't touched Macca's or Hungry Jack's. KFC, yeah, she gets down, but Macca's and Hungry Jack's, I don't think I'll even ever go back to eating that, TBH. Like, the burgers now, physically, I feel like it's gonna make me sick. The smell itself just, yeah, I told myself I'm gonna be doing 3 liters of water a day because I'm so forgetful. I literally have like a notification from the flow. Oh, see, I don't know if you guys can see it. Nothing else can see, but from the Flow app that tells me to drink my water. I feel like during this time, with me being consistent with the gym and everything, and like not drinking, I feel like my mood really like elevated so much higher. Like, I feel like not being drunk like Friday to Sunday really like kept me motivated to want to go to the gym on the weekends as well, and make sure that I'm actually eating Friday to Sunday as well, because I feel like those were the days where my eating habits, which is the absolute worst, because I'll just forget to eat and then go out to drink. Eat, no. Drink, yes. That was literally like, how am I training but just drinking and not eating? Like, no. I feel like I literally, yeah, I would wake up in the mornings ready to work out, ready to go. My mind was so much more positive. Like, when you work out in the morning and then you go to work after, like, I was just in a good mood the whole time. Do I still struggle with my mental health? Yes, I do still struggle with my mental health till this day, but I think I've become so much better at seeing potential in the future, and like just really not dwelling on things that are 5 minutes, 10 minutes of, you know, negativity. I'm trying so hard to like not let it take up my whole day and like make me become a shitty person just because I had a shitty day. Like, no, that is not an excuse at all. So I have so much goals for myself, honestly. Like, if you asked me what I wanted 5 years from now, I would have told you, like, I don't see myself, you know, just being who I'm trying to be today. But me right now, I am able to just dream big, because I know the skies are limits. Is that what it is? The skies are limits. All I know is there's no limits to my goals. If I want it, I can go and get it. The same way I was able to gain weight. Come on, guys, I put on freaking 8 kg. Yeah, I put on 8 kg, guys. Like, come on. Like, I've been really happy with my results from like you know, really changing my habits and like my habits outside of the gym, tbh. But I feel like now I've really come into terms with knowing that I need to start doing more things outside the gym. Like I need to start going for like daily walks, because guys, I would literally sometimes only have 200 steps in that whole day, but at least I went to the gym, so I thought. But going to the gym and then not even like walking or like moving your body, it doesn't count. I don't care what anyone says, it didn't count, because it was not contributing to the goals that I wanted, guys. I was getting so fluffy, like just working out and just eating and working out, but no cardio. I was getting chunky, like oh my gosh. So for my next bulk, I'm going to definitely eat less processed, yeah, less processed foods and more like whole foods. I'm gonna actually meal prep. I'm gonna start like making my own meals. I've tried to meal prep so many times, y'all. It's hard, but this time I'm gonna lock in and say get it done. I switched up my routine. Like my whole workout now has been, it's done a full 360. So just know when you guys see my updated workout, it is a killer. Like oh my gosh, for this year I plan on being more intentional with my eating habits and just making sure that I'm getting all my nutritions, and especially my calories. Like I don't meet my calories at all, like it's so bad, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna do it this year. This year I plan to gain 10 kilos from my bulk, and then I'm gonna cut my body fat, because you guys already know I'm scared. Yeah, but you know what, guys, I'm so proud of my journey. Like I've had so many ups and downs, and I've got so much more to go. Like I'm literally just entering my 2nd year of fitness, so this is literally going to be such a big experience. And just make sure that if you're watching this video, use my experience to learn and really know the importance of fueling your body and actually making sure that you're eating, because when you don't, you just feel so drained. You feel like, you just feel like absolute shit. But yeah, definitely make sure that you're eating as much as you're training. You're also walking as well. Like just take a little cute walk around your neighborhood. It doesn't have to, you know, be you doing a full-on marathon run. No, it can literally just be you doing a 30-minute walk, 30 minutes. You've got it. You've literally got it. We've got it. Like this year we're gonna get thick. We're gonna get real thick. We're gonna make all the haters mad. Like I don't even care. We're gonna make them real mad. But thank you guys for watching. Like it felt so good to be able to be really like open, be real with you guys. And I'm gonna catch you guys on my next update, because I have a lot of changes that I want to make this year, and I'm gonna be taking you guys along with me. I'm gonna show you guys my week of workouts. I'm gonna show you guys my meal prepping that I'm gonna start doing, and I'm gonna show you guys how it goes. I'm gonna give you guys an update, like did all these new changes actually help me? But thank you guys. Be sure to like, to comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.